Greetings, YouTube. LMS Tactical. Man, am I feeling happy as can be. I'm leaving the vet's office right now. 6 months ago, Charlie weighed 123 pounds and was limping and had all kinds of problems. They literally almost had a celebration, like a party in there today. They just weighed him. He weighs 86 pounds. So his diet has really worked. I am so excited. Charlie is going to live a lot longer now. That makes me happy. All right, it's hard to go into a depressing subject when I'm so excited, but I'm going to do it anyways. I got to make use of this time because I got a busy day. The Bundy Ranch thing. Okay, let me try and get my head into that. A couple people have asked me for my opinion, and I think we're all going to share the same opinion on this. But I want to start off by speaking directly to the federal agents and the law enforcement folks, the Bureau of Land Management, BLM, that I know they surf YouTube and they look for certain videos so that they can see themselves and show their kids and everything how cool they are. That's normal. But this is a message for you and all law enforcement, you know, for what it's worth, and I hope it's worth something. Guys, when you're sitting in roll call and you're talking and you're getting your marching orders and you're getting all tacked up so that you can head out to the Bundy Ranch and enforce the cattle confiscation, I want you to think of your kids and your grandkids and understand the country that we leave them with is a country that they're going to have, and you have got to protect every single constitutional right that people have. And you've got to listen, history is watching every one of us. Now, I saw in the video there of where the guy was getting tased and all that, I saw some old-timers there. I know the young officers and the young cops are operating from a different field of view in terms of when they came on the job, but there's some gray hairs like me there. You guys remember how it used to be, and you guys are close to retirement, and that's what you guys are probably trying to protect. And I just want you to remember, and I know it sounds dramatic, you know, the guards and shit at Auschwitz, when they in the Nuremberg trials, their argument was they were just following orders. That didn't cut it in the trials, and it's not going to cut it in the future either. If this shit goes sideways, and it's going to go sideways, whether it's this incident or another one, it's going to take something like this to kick off a major national disaster. And I'm telling you, people are not going to forget. They're going to hold everybody accountable for their actions. And if your orders are to go out there and physically assault American citizens, listen, I know what your argument is going to be. You're going to say, hey, you know, this guy owes fines. He's breaking the law. There is the letter of the law and there's the spirit of the law. And you need to know the difference between the two if you're going to put on a badge. How in the world can anybody justify those kind of, moving those kind of resources and weapons and authority against American citizens whose cattle are on a piece of property when our country is in such fucking disarray? We have the head of the Department of Justice who is dividing America, claiming that he's a victim of racism. We have a president that claims he's a victim of racism too. We have our borders are being crossed daily by Mexican military people engaging in firefights with our border patrol. Crime running rampant. We have people that aren't responding to subpoenas. They're making a mockery out of our justice system. We've got the IRS targeting specific groups in absolute violation of so many of our constitutional rights. And you guys are going to go out there on some dude's property or adjacent property that they've been using to graze their cattle since the 1800s, and you're going to risk escalating a situation into the shooting of an American citizen? Are you really going to line your sights up with an American citizen who's simply trying to raise his goddamn cattle in our fucking country that's supposed to be free? Are you really going to line your sights up against one of them or somebody that's protesting to protect them and drop them in that fucking Nevada dust? How are you gonna feel about yourself How are you going to fucking explain to your kids and your grandkids that you blew away some dude that was only trying to fucking rally around another American citizen, to guaranteeing, trying to ensure that our rights are protected? I've been in fucking gunfights before, and I got no problem dropping the hammer on somebody that needs to go. But god damn it, man, we're talking criminals that are trying to kill innocent people, not fucking cattlemen who are trying to, you know, raise their goddamn beef. This is a dangerous time we're living in right now. And I call upon every law enforcement officer, whether you're involved in this Nevada thing or not, to think twice before you enforce a rule or a law that is ultimately unconstitutional. You got Eric Holder, who did not fucking file charges against the Black Panthers, who were clearly fucking intimidating voters. That's a crime. They pick and choose what laws they want to enforce based on the color of people's skin. You should pick and choose what laws you are willing to enforce based on the fucking legitimacy of a person's rights and freedom, and whether or not something that you do is going to, you know, further the cause of freedom. Don't fucking kill American citizens. Don't hit and tase American citizens. This is your country too. You may win the battle and slaughter a bunch of fucking protesters, but you're going to be left to fucking face the country that you helped develop. Now, this video wasn't intended to be a message to the law enforcement folks. You know, I always do this on the fly. I wing it. Let me just say this. I'm going to keep monitoring this situation like the rest of us, and I'm going to keep hoping to God that cooler heads prevail. I wish I lived on the West Coast. I'd go out there and I'd support the Bundy family. That poor old guy is being put through hell, and he has been put through hell by the federal government. And the federal government's job is to protect the American citizens and to enforce our borders. We are a sovereign country, and these fuckers want to open up our borders just so that they can get voted. This is such a corrupt fucking government. These motherfuckers come in from Chicago and they bring their Chicago thuggery into our White House and into our Department of Justice. I am not a fucking proud American. This is the first time in my life that I can say I'm not proud to be an American. Fucking Michelle Obama. What do you think about that? God damn it. Anybody that has an American flag, fly the motherfucker upside down. And if you don't, go get one. We need to fly our flags upside down because our country is in fucking distress. LMS Tactical out.